there, it's Carrie Babbitt with Frog Dog Studio. This month I'm going to be doing a tutorial featuring the Papercrafting kit for November, which featured these spray inks from Lindy Stamp Gang. So I'm going to show a couple of techniques that I used on the layouts that I made for this month, highlighting what's so cool about these sprays. So in my layout, I started with the kind of a pattern but thicker kind of oilcloth material that was in the kit, and then I ended up creating these circle accents on my layout that kind of have this two-tone shimmer. It's got the orange and the burnt umber, but then it's got this gold shimmer in the creases. So we're going to start with showing how to make these. Starting with the paper, crumpling it up, and then opening it back out, just not all the way. Then I just take my sprays and spray them in different spots on the piece, making sure that I let it settle heavily in some of these lines. So I really want the gold from this spray, the California Poppy Gold. Has that great orange coppery look, but then the gold shimmer is there. So I really want that to sit heavily and leave it to dry in pooled areas on the background. And then the same with the Canna Lily Burnt Orange. Has some great dark brown and kind of mahogany colored areas. So I've got the dark, the light, the mahogany, the burnt orange, the gold, and I'm just going to leave it to sit like that without blotting or anything to let it dry. To show the different looks that you can get using different backgrounds with the same technique, I'm also going to use a piece of white paper. This is just the white bag from the Frog Dog kit that I use in a lot of my projects. You crinkle it up. I did a little bit of a similar technique with the August kit using alcohol inks, but this has that great two-tone look that I just love, and it gives a really great look with using these same two sprays. So crinkle it up and leave it crinkled slightly, and then I'm going to spray these same two sprays, letting it seep into those crinkles. Put the other one on top so you really get the mixture of colors. Really heavily pull that in the middle so that there's kind of little rivers of color and ink running through this paper. We'll let those dry and come back and take a look at the finished product. Now that these have dried, you can see the difference using different backgrounds. This oil pattern cloth kind of has the great craft look underneath it, but it really shows off that gold shimmer and the orange and the mahogany, and it really has kind of almost a parchment paper or old paper packaging that they used to wrap things in, with all those different colors showing. The white paper that started out just a white paper bag kind of had a brighter, bolder look with the colors and brought out different shimmers with both of those. Kind of a cool tie-dye look, a really fun autumnal look that you could use on a lot of different projects. So depending on the background that I used, I really got some different looks. And then what I did in my projects, I ended up cutting them up into circles and using them on my layouts to give a great mixed media look to my scrapbooking. Okay, the second technique I'm going to show you is a masking technique that I use on one of my layouts. Using these Bow Bunny chipboard leaves, I'm going to mask with both the shape itself and the negative space from the sheet that it came in. So flipping it over, I'm going to start by spraying the lighter color in here, the California Poppy Gold. And I'm just going to spray it in these leaf shapes onto some white cardstock, and then blot it off right away to keep my image a little bit crisper when I take this off. So you can see that I've got those leaves there. And then using the leaf itself, I'm going to flip it over and place it on top of the blotted spray ink. And I'm going to spray with the second color, the darker color, the Cantaloupe Leaf Burnt Orange, over the top of both of these. Then I'm going to blot that a bit. Take those off. And then you can see that I've got this really nice golden leaves in the darker colors of the oranges and the browns and the mahoganies and coppers on my page. And then the third step is to use the leaf again. You could even take that leaf that I just used that's got that adhesive backing on it and blot that onto something else instead of wiping it off like I'm doing here, and that could be even a third project that you could do. But after I've got the two masked layers, I'm going to wipe those off, and then using a metallic pen from this last kit with the art journaling pages, the main kit from November, I'm just going to hold these down and do an outline around the leaves to kind of show even more that line between the two colors. Kind of finish those off. So once I've outlined these, I'm going to have this really great defined shape with a fun interplay between the colors, between the outlining, a really fun artsy look that I can then use for a scrapbook page, a mixed media project background, a card, anything I really want, an art journaling page that's got this great autumn leaf look to it with the different colors of shimmer and the masking with the gold on the inside, the burnt orange on the outside, and then the orange metallic pen around to really make an interesting background for any project that I choose. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again next month.